Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another All Things Jurassic video. I've missed you. So recently, my friend Jaden6234, shout out to him by the way, hasn't seen Jurassic Park in a good while, and his views on this movie and this franchise are sort of negative. So, as a Jurassic Park freak and his best friend, I heavily encouraged him to rewatch JP again and the rest of the Jurassic Park trilogy to see if any of his opinions have changed. Jaden, welcome to the channel. So, Jaden, now that you've seen Jurassic Park, I want to
What?
ask you. Oh my.
We'll return after these messages.
So Jaden, now that you've seen Jurassic Park, how much would you say you liked it?
Um,
Oh no.
um, well, I gave them all, well, I don't know. They were okay.
They were. Oh no.
I think it was okay to watch, but in retrospect, it was not very good.
Yeah, I see your review on Letterboxd. It's
Yeah, I have the first movie at 3.5 stars, the second at 3, and then the third at 2.5. So, you know,
Oh no.
whatever that implies.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a few questions before we get your thoughts on the movie. Okay?
All right, bro, I'm excited, bro.
All
Wait,
right.
is this just about the first one or
Yeah,
the second one
just
too?
about the first one.
Okay.
All right. How would you rate it from 1 to 10 stars? You already did that.
1 to 5 stars, I gave it a 3.5. If it
Okay.
was 1 to 10 stars, I'd give it like a 4.5.
All right. Do you think Jurassic Park needed a sequel or should have been a standalone film?
That's a weird question.
It's really not.
I think that I don't know. I feel like it works as a standalone film, but it's very clear that they were gonna do a sequel for
Yeah.
money. I wish that the kids died. I can tell you that much off the bat.
What?
And I've got some notes on that actually. I think it would have ended up better though if they cut it at one film, but I get it.
Yeah. All right. What did you like most about the movie?
Um, Reading my notes here. I did like Ian Malcolm. He's kind of like a Han
Okay.
Solo type in the first movie,
Yeah.
at least.
He's a really good
He's
character.
he's I wouldn't say a really good character in the first one. He's way cooler than Alan Grant though. The themes were cool,
Okay.
and then John Williams, the score is obviously beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's a genius, so I mean that's a
Yeah,
given.
for sure. I think I already know the answer to this question. What did you dislike the most about the movie?
Alan Grant and the kids.
I definitely know you were gonna say
That
the
was
kids.
that was very easy. It's definitely those two. They really dragged the whole thing down for
Why'd
me,
you?
honestly.
Okay, we'll get to Alan Grant
They
here in a
don't.
minute, but
Okay.
all right. Is it really transgender dinosaurs and is Spielberg really way too woke?
What does that mean? What did you just say to me?
It's a review, bud.
What'd you say? Re-say that.
Is it really transgender dinosaurs and is Spielberg really way too woke?
There was indeed transgender dinosaurs. But when I said Spielberg way too woke, I was making fun of people who like this movie, as in you.
All right. So you mentioned you didn't like Alan Grant. Why exactly did you not like his character?
Okay, because he's a Gary Stu.
I really don't think
He
so.
really is. He knows absolutely everything about
Because
dinosaurs.
he's a paleontologist.
Yeah, but he's seeing these dinosaurs for the first time in person, so he should be applying new theories and trying new things, but he knows everything already. He knows the T-Rex's vision.
Yeah, that
He knows,
was.
I don't even know any other examples, but he knows this, this, and this. And he does not have a single scratch on him.
I. He,
He
well,
he goes in there with the idea of looking at dinosaurs and then saving the kids, and he saves the kids effortlessly every single time.
he didn't save him effortlessly.
Oh, he did, because the first time Ian
No.
Malcolm goes to save the kids, he ends up in the hospital. Just a reminder there.
Okay, but like
Um,
he didn't save him effortlessly though.
I mean, he saved them without any of them dying or getting hurt at all,
They
is
got
what I
hurt. They
mean.
got hurt.
But they did not get seriously hurt. There's no
Yes, they
stakes
did.
to it, is how it felt to me. Because after he saves them for the first time, you know they're going to be fine for the entire movie. And you know he's going to be fine for the entire movie as soon as you see him in that first scene.
I guess so, but I wouldn't say he's like a complete Gary Stu because like I feel like if he was, do you remember when he had that shotgun?
Uh-uh.
He missed like all of his shots. So I feel like if he was like
That's
a complete Gary Stu, he would have hit them all.
that's just adding character growth to him. Or not character growth to him, because he has no character growth. That's what I'm looking at in my notes here.
No, he has
That's just
character
adding
growth for
stakes to
sure.
the film.
He grew to like kids. He hated kids.
No, that is not a character growth. That's that is not an example of character growth. He was never exposed to kids, and then he is, and he wants to protect them. I wouldn't say he inherently likes them. I think he's saving their life because he's a Gary Stu. He's supposed to be a likable, cool guy.
And he is very likable.
He is. I'd see if you weren't literal or intellectually intelligent, then you would think he's likable. But if you actually care about characters in movies, then he's a Gary Stu.
Man, I really don't see that. And I see what you mean, but
Yeah.
he's more of a Gary Stu in the third one though.
Oh, 100%. And I have that
Yeah,
written down.
yeah, for sure.
Um, yes, but he just knows everything. He's too smart, and he ends up the exact like he finishes the movie the exact same as he was at the start. A cool paleontologist with a hot girlfriend who knows everything about dinosaurs. And it's just kind of like, it's pretty interesting to me. Let that sit with you.
Fair. What'd you think of Robert Muldoon?
Who is that?
Oh my god.
1 second. I'm looking it up right now. Robert, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand?
No.
Okay, let me add Jurassic Park. Who is this?
How do you not remember Robert Muldoon?
I don't remember him.
He's the guy who's always like saying how the raptors should have been killed from the start.
And then he dies to the Raptors?
Yeah.
I remember that. I mean, I didn't really care about the guy at all.
What?
How much screen time does he have? I barely remember this
Well,
guy.
he was supposed to survive, but he had cancer. He didn't know if he would make it, so he had Spielberg kill his character off.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Dang. And then the actor survived?
No, I think the actor died.
Let's look it up. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
did not remember that guy though. Yeah, he did die in 1999. 6 years after the first movie. Are you kidding me? He could have been in the second. Didn't that come out in 1997?
1993. All right, wait, the second
Bruh.
one? No, 97.
Yes. He could have been in the second movie.
I no, he really couldn't have. I don't see how he would have been in the second.
Whatever. Yeah, no, I thought it was kind of stupid. I mean, he's not really a big character, no?
I feel like well,
I mean, he's there and he talks about how they should kill him, and like, as the viewer, you're like, yeah, I see it.
yeah, he's
Um,
definitely all
yeah,
these characters are way better in the book than the movie though, because like Robert Muldoon does like way more than he does in the book than the movie.
huh,
And to be honest, the movie has barely anything to do with the book except for like the characters.
interesting.
Like everything
So it's a
plays out
completely
differently.
different story. Really?
Yeah, well, it's adapted, quote unquote, but it's kind
Right.
of not.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He survives in the book?
Yes, but Ian Malcolm nearly dies.
See, and that's good. That's good character writing right there.
Yeah.
Because the guy you like almost dies, not the main character survives effortlessly the entire time because he knows everything about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Noticing.
what what else would you critique this movie on?
I mean, the characters are just lazy, man. The characters are lazy.
Mm,
I put it as the best movie overall because I mean, like the pacing's pretty good,
yeah.
and there's some good scenes in there. Like I like the Velociraptor kitchen scene. That's
That
very iconic.
yeah, very for sure.
And I mean, like It's not a bad movie. It's just not very well written. If you look past the dinosaurs and the themes and you look into the characters themselves,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is supposed to be the heart of the movie, like you're supposed to go for the characters. You want to see the kids survive. You want to see Alan Grant be a Gary Stu. You want to see Ian Malcolm be a cool guy. You want to see Laura Dern be whatever she was doing. I don't know. I liked her.
Okay, but you hated the kids, but you liked.
Oh, hate the kids.
But
Hate them.
they're kids though.
No, they're annoying the entire time, and like they're so stupid. What did the little boy? The little boy calls like the Brachiosaurus like leaf dinosaur. Like it's not called that.
I think Lex called it that actually.
I don't know the kids' names.
Tim and Lex.
Tim and
Man,
Lex.
you've seen the movie and you immediately forget everything about it.
No, I didn't forget everything about it. I forgot about these guys and Robert Muldoon with his 10 minutes of screen time. Let's see. Tim and Lex Jurassic Park. One of them calls something. They're really stupid the whole time.
I wouldn't say they're stupid the whole time.
Sure. Oh, and the kid, Tim.
Oh no, what about him?
At the beginning, he tells Alan Grant that he read his book. Did he not?
Yes.
And then like later in the movie, he knows absolutely nothing about dinosaurs, bro. You read the book, right?
I think the book was only about raptors though.
But he's just like, you know what I mean? Because he reads it, and I mean that implies that he's intelligent and he likes dinosaurs. But then the whole time he spends the whole movie being completely unaware of dinosaurs.
Okay, but to be fair though, the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park don't act like dinosaurs though. They're not accurate to what they were back then, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
So then Alan Grant shouldn't know anything about them either.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
like
he does, because he's a Mary Sue. Gotcha there, Butterball. Gotcha there.
I hate you so much.
See, Alan Grant is really the negative character in this book,
Yeah.
or this movie. He's the devil.
In the book, he almost dies too.
I mean, you see, I can see that. And you told me that in the book he also actually learns about the dinosaurs instead of just knowing everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't like the kids. I also don't know why they were in the second one.
Uh,
But that's a different story.
yeah. I'll explain that next video.
What I'm also not
Okay.
sure about
Okay.
is why is the girl one
Uh,
of the main characters?
Lex.
Because her, Ian Malcolm, and Alan Grant are the protagonists of the movie, not even Laura Dern's character. Why does she have more screen time than Laura Dern? I don't even know her character's name because of how little screen time she has.
Ellie, Laura Dern's
Ellie,
character, stayed
yes.
with Dr. Harding, healing the Triceratops.
Well, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of a stupid decision. Why
Well,
didn't they have maybe the
well,
kid
well,
stay with the
because,
Triceratops?
well, because like, you know what's gonna happen. The characters are split from each other. They don't know if one of each other's alive or not. So as far as Ellie knows, they could have been dead. So
I
it's
don't think she thought that at all, though.
oh no, but you can like feel that.
I think it's more of just a poor writing on Spielberg's half that he decided to make the female girl be the female rep and not the grown woman.
Spielberg actually didn't write Jurassic Park. It was
Well,
David Koepp who wrote the first one and the second.
well, there you go. David
Yeah.
Koepp is the problem. Let's see what other movies he wrote. Indiana Jones. Oh, he wrote Spider-Man.
He wrote Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah, the first one, to Tobey Maguire. That's one of my favorite movies. David Koepp's a great guy.
Wow.
Anything else?
I guess whatever you have left to say about Jurassic Park. I mean,
Because guess what?
oh no, what?
I've got some questions for you.
Okay, I'll try and answer them.
And why do you like this movie?
Because me and my brother grew up on it. You know, I was like growing up, I loved dinosaurs. And Jurassic Park, I think, is a perfect example of like accurate dinosaurs for its time. And I mean, like what else are you gonna show like your kids with dinosaurs in it? Jurassic Park, I think, is the go-to movie for that.
I like The Land Before Time, and that's what I watched as a dinosaur enthusiast as a youngin.
I know my brother
The Land
has,
Before
but
Time.
I actually never seen it.
Really?
Yeah,
I think thematically it's a little bit better than Jurassic Park.
I always wanted to see it, but I never have.
It's not that bad, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that the kids are meaningful characters, or do they feel like they're just there for forced emotional stakes on David Kep's part?
Both.
What does that mean?
Like
It can't be both. Do you think the kids actually have a reason for being there, or do you think that they're
yes.
forced in the movie just so that people care about it? You know what I mean?
Man. In in the book, no, but in the movie, yes.
Okay. Well, we're only talking about the movie here.
Yeah. So they're kind of they 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 raise emotional stakes for sure, but in the book they're just way better characters than.
I could kind of see that, unless you actually don't like the kids and they don't raise the emotional stakes at all.
Oh no,
Never
I
mind.
like their characters for sure.
I hate them, to be honest.
I mean, I can see why.
Uh-huh.
Did you hate Kelly in the Lost World?
No, she was okay.
What?
See, because she actually has some depth to her,
Oh
unlike these
my
two kids, and we'll get into
gosh.
that in the next one, because I did not dislike her at all. Let me see. I wrote down a lot of questions for you, but like,
Okay.
low-key, some of these are too serious, because I got in the zone.
Oh no, please ask him. Fire away.
Um, nah. Do you think that the park would work if the team wasn't so arrogant?
No, not at all.
And why do you believe that?
Jurassic Park was doomed to fail either way. So they didn't know that dinosaurs could change their sex.
That is true.
So either way, they would have bred and overpopulate the island, and eventually, either way, an outbreak would happen. So it was
Well,
doomed to fail from the start.
they only don't know that they can change their sex because they're too arrogant to listen to Ian Malcolm. Because he was pulled on in the first place for stuff like that, but they didn't listen to him because of their own arrogance.
Yeah, and then the worker. Also, not to mention, one person was in charge of like everything. That's also stupid. Like if
Because of
something,
his arrogance.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have worked if they weren't arrogant anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
I could kind of see that.
yeah.
And then the last one that I'm gonna read because I feel like it's a little bit more. It's my really only important. Whoa, no, I got two. The T-Rex. They lean on him the entire time. The T-Rex and the Velociraptors. Do you think that that's poor writing? Because I did, and I said
Uh,
this about the second one too. I was like, do you think they should have used some other dinosaurs?
they definitely had. Well, there's only like what 8 dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
I only remember three off the top of my head, but what I'm saying is like all of the action centers those two.
Well, I mean, yeah, because everyone loves a T-Rex, and
I mean, I get that.
they made this like big like Stan Winston's team made this big T-Rex animatronic. You know you have to use it, so
Mhm.
it's like the main star of the show. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I feel like it was necessary for that, but I think the Raptors should have been used more.
You think the Raptors should have been used more?
Absolutely,
Because they take up a good like 40, 30 minutes of screen time.
exactly. But I mean, what those are really your only two carnivores, except for the Dilophosaurus that killed Nedry.
I
So
suppose.
it's
Exactly, that's what I'm saying,
yeah.
though. Do you think they should have tied into some other stuff, like have the Spinosaurus from the third and second one, or just the third one, in the movie, or do you think they could have used um, the Brachiosaurus actual like plot elements and not just a one-off scene, or a pterodactyl or other dinosaurs, like whatever Coleman Trevor, you know Coleman Trevor,
Yeah, I do.
whatever dinosaur he is. Some like because I think it would have been a little bit more interesting if herbivores were also a part of the action and not just used in these one-off cameos.
Fair. I don't know how you would write that. You could have had the Triceratops fight a T-Rex. You could do that.
See, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm not against that. Or like, at least just mention them because there's the Brachiosaurus and the stupid kid scene, and then there's
hmm
the sick Triceratops at the beginning, and
hmm
that's it,
And
right?
we never heard back from that after that scene too.
Exactly.
So
Thank you. See, you're picking up on me.
yeah.
You're picking up on what I'm putting down. Hmm?
I
And do you
definitely
think?
didn't think about that. All right, what's up?
Thank you. Do you think the movie, and this is my last question, would be better if it didn't have the kids in it?
No.
What are
And it's
you
it's
on
it, it,
about?
it's genius actually. The
To have the
kid
kids in it?
Yes.
Okay, talk.
The kids are supposed to represent the kids in the audience, so you have something to relate to. I think it
Kids
was.
might.
I think it. No, I think it's
No,
genius on Michael Crichton's part and Steven Spielberg's part.
it's not.
I think it is because the kids are in danger, and you have to care for them.
I mean, yeah, because it's a kids' movie, and you really don't have to care for them.
I mean, you do. The kids belong to a divorced family, and their grandpa is the only one who can like watch for them.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, because he's arrogant.
Right. So you're picking up on it?
Yeah, but I definitely think it was necessary for the kids to be in the movie for sure.
Interesting. See, I could see the complete opposite is what I would say, but it's okay. I get why the kids were in the movie. I just
Yeah.
think it was done very lazily. I think maybe having like the boy be younger and not know anything about dinosaurs, and then having like a toddler would be more interesting. And I would
But
put
then
the
the
boy
whole
with
but
Alan
but
Grant.
then the whole movie would have been about that toddler surviving.
Indeed, it would not, because what I would do is I would put the toddler with Laura Dern, and I would put the 10-year-old boy with Alan Grant, and have it be a split perspective type of thing. Like the girl's protecting the toddler. That's what I would do with it personally. And then you could use Laura Dern's character to tie in more herbivores because she actually cared about the Triceratops at the beginning.
I I think the cast cared about the Triceratops, but they had to get back on the tour.
Yeah, but she cared about it more, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they didn't, but I'm saying like that was her basically one of her only character traits because she got like 10 minutes of screen time.
Fair point. Yeah.
That's just how I would write it though.
And originally,
Uh,
Jurassic Park was supposed to be about this kid on an adventure, like way
really,
before, yeah, way before it became a sci-fi thriller. It was all about a kid on an adventure, I believe. And then when Michael Crichton, the author who wrote the novel, he kept getting like negative reviews about it. So that's when he went like full like sci-fi thriller. So like either way, the kids is important to Jurassic Park.
right?
Yeah,
I could see that. I can understand that.
yeah,
I would just write the kids differently, and I think that's just because I dislike the kids. But I mean, I can see it working.
yeah. In the
Um,
novel, like in the novel, the boy's actually older than the girl.
really?
Yeah, and yeah they swap their ages.
Huh. I know they still both stupid for no reason.
No, no, not at all. Lex
No.
is annoying, but Tim's like actually like a good character. That's
And are you only saying
because
that because Lex is a girl?
no, Lex is like genuinely annoying, but she's a kid, so it's kind of fine.
They're both genuinely annoying in the movie, just a reminder.
Tim's not annoying and Lex is not
God,
annoying.
I hate those kids. God, I hate them. Every time they were on screen, I genuinely like, groaned. Especially what did they call the Brachiosaurus? It's not gonna get out of my head.
I don't know. I know you texted me it. I can try and find it, but
I'm looking it up right now.
okay.
I'm watching the scene right now. Vegisaurus
Vegisaurus, yeah.
says the kid who read the book on dinosaurs.
I don't.
It's a Vegisaurus, and I maybe the book was just about raptors, but the fact that he picked up the book and had enough confidence to tell the author that it was wrong implies that he already liked dinosaurs before reading the book. So I think he should know that a
Okay.
Brachiosaurus is
Wait,
not
Nate.
a Vegisaurus.
Okay, clearly he said that in like a joking way, though.
No,
Yes, he
nope. I
did.
just
Yes, he
watched the
did.
clip. It was very clearly serious because they both wake up and the girl immediately starts tweaking. She's like, get away!" And he's like, "It's a Vegisaurus,
Because
a
it's a because
Vegisaurus,
it's a
Lex."
because it's a plant eater. He's saying
I'm
it in a
aware
kid
it's a
way.
plant eater, but he's read multiple books on
He
dinosaurs. He should
knows
know
it's
it's
a.
a brachiosaurus and there's multiple dinosaurs that eat veggies.
That is stupid of you to say. He knows the Brachiosaurus.
And he never called the T-Rex when it was near them Meatsaurus. Lex, it's a Meatsaurus.
Lex said Meteosaurus.
But she doesn't know anything about dinosaurs. The kid's only character trait is
Yeah,
that
but
he likes dinosaurs.
yeah, but Tim didn't say that. It was Lex who said that. I'm just saying
And then Tim's the one who said, Vegisaurus, Vegisaurus.
because he was joking to Lex, making fun of
Oh,
her.
he was not joking.
Yes, he
1 second.
was.
No, 1 second. Let me watch the rest of the clip. Oh, and Alan Grant right here says it's a brachiosaur. And then he goes, it's a Vegisaurus. Lex, it's a Vegisaurus.
He's just being a kid.
Come on, girl. Come on. Yeah, no, hate that kid. The kids are very poorly written. I don't like them.
Wow. That might be the most L take I ever heard from you, ever.
No, I think it's a fair take, and I think that everybody in the YouTube comments will agree with me.
What other questions do you have?
That's it. That's it. I mean, that's the end of Jurassic Park 1. I mean, nothing really happens past that.
Yeah.
We covered all the bases.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids are the worst part of it, aren't they?
Wow, you really hate the kids.
I don't like Alan Grant either.
That's even worse.
Don't forget about that. They're both the
You're-
worst part of the movie.
You're
And
going.
everybody knows the best part is Ian Malcolm.
That is true.
And the music and the themes of the movie.
Did you like any of the other characters, like Ray Arnold, Dennis Nedry?
No, I actually got out of my chair and applauded when the fat guy died. Nedry, I think is who it is. I like Laura Dern, but she was barely on the movie.
Yeah.
That's about all that sticks out to me. I kind of forgot about the Velociraptor guy. What's his name? Hammond? He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Malcolm carries, man. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say that.
He did. Wow, that hurts me to say. He does. He does really carry this film, but
He also carries the second one.
what? Hold on. No, he doesn't.
I think we're gonna be talking about this in the next part, huh?
I really think so, because he definitely did not carry the second.
No, you're ridiculous.
No, no, no.
Nah, you're tripping.
No,
hate
no,
you.
no, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up my own Jurassic Park channel if this video does good. Everybody's gonna agree with me in the comments, and then be like, oh yeah, this kid should open up his own Jurassic Park channel.
Wow. All right, I think that covers everything you have to say. I mean, do you have anything else you want to say before we close out this video?
Not really, man. A little bit overrated.
N-
Sub
what?
between 63.4. Say it right now, kid.
It's not overrated.
No, not that. Say the other thing.
Subscribe to Jaden6234.
For good Jurassic Park takes.
No,
that.
absolutely not.
What do you mean, absolutely not?
It is not a good Jurassic Park take.
I think it's pretty fair.
It's really not though.
I think most of it's pretty fair.
Wow. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know in the comment section what you think about Jurassic Park, and please tell Jaden his takes are terrible.
They're pretty good.
They're really not.
Pretty good.
Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out everyone.